I'm playing my instrument, tambira. For those who don't know, this is the tambira. It's from, this one is specifically from Zimbabwe and Mozambique, called the Nyunga Nyunga. Nemam sasa karingezua namoicha uya iwiwo. Nemam sasa karingezua namoicha uya iwiwo. Vamwe vana venyu varamba kutera ndakabvira kare tuchivauza zvinona vamwe vari kuramba. Vamwe vana venyu varamba kutera ndakabvira kare tuchivauza zvinona vamwe vari kuramba. Ganyanya Nguza magamba akatisiya ndachema kwazvo handidi kuona zvimenyo mbinyishiwenwe. Nguza magamba akandisiya ndachema kwazvo handidi kuona zvimenyo mbinyishiwenwe. Aiwa zvanyanya Ndiani wadaidza novereka ndiani wadaidza ndiani wadaidza ndiani wadaidza baba ndiani wadaidza novereka ndiani wadaidza ndiani wadaidza ndiani wadaidza baba. Iwe Oko Tika Shisho Ndiani wadaidza novereka ndiani wadaidza ndiani wadaidza ndiani wadaidza baba ndiani wadaidza novereka ndiani wadaidza ndiani wadaidza ndiani wadaidza baba. Nemam sasa karingezuva namoicha uya iwiwo. Onaka nemam sasa karingezuva namoicha uya iwiwo. Onaka nemam sasa karingezuva namoicha uya iwiwo. Nemam sasa karingezuva namoicha uya iwiwo. So this song talks about preparing for tough times ahead in a difficult time, like the one we're living right now. We're in the middle of a pandemic. So Nemam Sasa means one who cuts the tree, the Musasa tree. The Musasa tree is prevalent throughout Southern Africa. So a Nemam Sasa is one who builds temporary shelters to take care of tough times ahead. And it is a call for all of us to be prepared, to prepare to be able to withstand the times that we're living in. And I think I have 5 more minutes. So my next song is called Tadzungaira, which means we are wandering. It's in my language, Shona, from Zimbabwe. So the song is called We Are Wandering. doesn't guide I will. Doesn't guide I want doesn't guide doesn't guide doesn't guide doesn't guide doesn't guide doesn't guide I will. Doesn't guide Mari Baba, Mari Oya, Dedicita, Tajga Dedicita, I want doesn't guide doesn't guide doesn't guide doesn't guide I will. Doesn't guide doesn't guide doesn't guide doesn't guide I will. Doesn't guide doesn't guide doesn't guide doesn't guide I will. Doesn't guide doesn't guide doesn't guide I will. Doesn't guide doesn't guide doesn't guide doesn't guide I will. Doesn't guide Thank you. This song is called "Child of the Soil," and it's called "Child of the Soil," and it's about children of the Congo, and it talks about the legacy that we want to leave our children. So particularly Africa. So it is about the legacy of our children, and how the pillaging of Africa. We're going to have a lot to talk about that. So this is about the pillaging of Africa, Child of the Soil. Hey, 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 they are changing times. They are hard. They are changing times. They are hard. What do we do? What do we take What do we tell them? What do we do? What do we say? What do we tell them? The children, the children. We've got rivers of oil, grass of plastic, sands of ash, fields of blood. We've got rivers of oil, grass of plastic, sands of ash, fields of blood. I cry, I cry, I cry. Mazil is sweet. I hear the thumb of your heartbeat. Child of the soul, child of the soul. You do not speak of your Tama. Mazil is sweet. I hear the thumb of your heartbeat. Child of the soul, child of the soul. You do not speak of your Tama. I cry, I cry, I cry, I cry, I cry, I cry. I cry. Thank you.
Thank you, Pee-wee. Thank you so much for being with us. This is your, again, second time and always beautiful. We'll keep asking you to come back. We have so much going on this year. Thank you, and wonderful to see you. Always great to see you.
It's always great to see you. Thank you for having me again.
Thank you. Please join me in thanking Pee-wee, please. I know it's not easy to do this by Zoom, but I am applauding you, and all of us are very grateful to you. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Thank you very much. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I am very happy to see all of you. I am Almaz Negash. For those of you who don't know, I will go away from you for the most of the program today, but I just want to say welcome to each and every one of you. I also want to say that putting a program like this takes a lot of effort, but also takes a lot of support. So this morning, we are really, really in debt to C.D. Glean and his team from the U.S. Africa Development Foundation, not only for giving us the funding to make this possible, but also for taking the step to fund all the builders of Africa's future. This has never been done before. We are really, really thankful to you, CD, for your leadership and for all that you have been able to do, not only for ADN, but for others. So I am really, really thanking you this morning. We also have, so each of the BAFs will get 5K from USADF, and that's going to be very helpful to them, but that's not enough. So I'll let CD speak about that. I also want to give special thanks to our nominating committee, Michael, Josephine, for all the great work. Michael, you're incredible. I know you don't want me to say that, but I want to thank you. The person who did the training and to prepare the Builders of Africa's Future, Pamela Russos from the Miller Center. She is unable to come today. I just want to say all of you join me to thank her as well. And of course, our nominating partners, but I will let Liz, our Master of Ceremony for today, to speak about that. So before I let Liz come, I just want to say Liz has been a part of our ADN as a PR partner and supporting us to get the word out, not only for what ADN does as an organization, but even also the Builders of Africa's Future, our partners and the community. She is the CEO of Bao Consulting, and she has been with us for the last 2 years, and we're very delighted she will be taking over from me this morning to go through the agenda and to start the program. Liz, the floor is all yours.
Thank you so much, Almaz, and just thank you to everyone for the hard work. And Almaz, I really am grateful for this opportunity to work alongside of you to tell your story, to tell ADN's story, and to convene this wonderful community. So thank you for the opportunity. So officially, I would like to welcome everyone to the Builders of Africa's Future ceremony. Yay! Let's get some energy. Good. This is an energetic group, so we'll have no problem with that. So my name is Liz Grossman Kitoy, and I am the co-founder and CEO of Baobab Consulting. And first, I just want to say how personally excited I am for today. As somebody who's lived and worked the past 14 years in Africa, mostly West Africa, any Senegalese people in here, please shout out as well. Lived for many years in Senegal. I know personally how much talent and professionalism and entrepreneurship there is on the continent. So to be a part of something so concretely supporting these people and also building mutually beneficial partnerships with other Americans. We have people from Ireland on the call. We have people from Moldova on the call. We have people from Tajikistan on the call. So this is truly unique and truly amazing to be here and be a part of that. So thank you. And I also just want to say congratulations to ADN again, because this is the 10-year anniversary. So let's clap for that. 10 years of this network is no easy feat. Being here to join us all together, despite not being physically present, this organization is amazing. ADN, thank you so much for all that you do for all of us on this call. And as Almaz mentioned, since 2019, Baobab Consulting has been working alongside of ADN to tell the stories, to amplify what work is going on within this network. And so we're really excited to have you all be partners in that with us. So we need your help also to tell the story. Today, you will be seeing me remind you to use the hashtag BAF. Last week, we had a Twitter chat with some of our awardees and some of our partners, and we had 260,000 impressions on Twitter. Let's make that 1 million today. How many are we on here? We're 125. So everybody get your Twitter fingers out. If you don't have a Twitter account, you have a Facebook account, that's fine. But let's get on social media. Let's share our own stories as well. Share a selfie, share a question, share a shout out, whatever you want to share. But celebrate BAF. Great. So a little bit of housekeeping. So we're going to kick off today with an introduction to the BAF program. We're going to have a wonderful keynote address by CD Glynn. And then we will have a presentation of the BAFs, how they're selected, who they are, and then see a video about them. The next part of the program will be breakout sessions. Just to let everybody know, if you have not selected in advance which breakout session you would like to go to, You'll be selected randomly by Megan, the wonderful events coordinator of ADN. We'll be putting you in a room to listen to the pitches by the BAFs in the 4 categories of education, connectivity, healthcare, and renewable energy. And then we'll all come back together after that to present the awards to these BAFs, to celebrate them. And then at the end, there will be an opportunity to network with the BAFs when the program has concluded at 10 o'clock. So without further ado, I would like to give the floor to Mr. Twum Jin, who is the board chair of ADN, who is going to share a bit more about the Builders of Africa's Future. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Liz, and thanks for bringing the energy. This is exciting, especially it's 8 a.m. for some of us, and it's kind of early, so this actually works better than coffee, honestly. Thank you.
Great.
Right, so I think I'll start by giving a little bit of the history behind BAF. This is our 4th cohort in 2021, and it started in 2018 when we identified a visibility gap when it comes to African entrepreneurs. So the continent has several early stage businesses that are having tremendous impact, making huge innovative strides. And in general, the rest of the world is oblivious to what's going on the continent. So we envisioned BAF as a platform that amplifies stories, and telling stories, as you mentioned, is a really important thing. We have seen that in our BAF cohorts in previous years, several of the entrepreneurs have gone on to secure funding, they've formed partnerships, they've received further recognition as a consequence of this platform that we've been able to provide them. And so this year, I'm especially proud that we're also partnering with the US African Development Foundation, and we're able to secure this 5K seed investment for each of the 11 businesses that we have in our cohort. And of course, if you're an investor, my hope is that you'll be joining the USADF and supporting these entrepreneurs. I also wanted to reiterate ADN's new strategic focus on education, connectivity, healthcare, and finance. And so over the course of the year, what you can expect is that we'll be engaging with all of you along these 4 pillars through our forums, our partnerships, and there's an exciting new parallel program to the BAF, the Builders of America's Future, that's also in the works. And then I think I'll conclude by just saying, very excited to be here again. Very grateful to Almaz, to Megan and the team for making this possible, and super excited to be hearing more from our amazing BAF awardees this year. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to see how we execute on the strategic direction. I encourage everyone to contribute, support ADN, and to be a part of this mission. So thank you. So it is my distinct pleasure now to introduce the president and CEO of the United States Africa Development Foundation, C.D. Glenn. I encourage everyone to read his bio. I won't read it, but he has been dedicating his entire life to this, to supporting African entrepreneurs, and to really investing, putting money where his mouth is, walking the walk, talking the talk. And for me as an American, especially through all that we've been going through, it is so encouraging to have CD and to have his US ADF team really there investing in what matters. So I'm truly, truly honored to present you CD and to hear more about the partnership with ADN, the work that you're doing, and also how we can join alongside of you. So please, the floor is yours.
Thanks, Liz. Thank you so much. And as also a proud American, glad to be doing this work, but also to join forces with ADN so that we can look at what's happening in America, the African diaspora in America, but also Africans on the continent. So this really is a culmination of my life's work, our shared commitment, Liz, to this work. And then also we all feed off the energy of Almaz. So just to help bring her vision to life through the African Diaspora Network is just really a true joy. So I thank you, Liz. I thank you, Almaz, the entire ADN team for organizing, inviting me to be a part of this empowering event. I'm grateful to share some remarks, and ADF, US ADF is honored to support the 2021 Builders of Africa's Futures winners. My only regret is that we didn't join forces beforehand, as was mentioned. This is the 4th cohort. But rest assured, now that we're together, now that we're aligned, we're not going anywhere, Almaz. You can count on our support for many years to come, and you can also count that we will be drawing in others as we all work to build Africa's future. So this Builders of Africa's Future program really celebrates innovation and impact in early stage African enterprises. BAF serves to showcase and award entrepreneurs who are running early stage for-profit and nonprofit organizations that are addressing Africa's unique needs through technology or differentiated business models. And these unique needs are, as has been mentioned, in health, in education, in energy, financial inclusion, gender inclusion, nutrition, commerce, industrial development, and other social economic opportunities that can really bring about transformational change. So with that, and to that end, I do congratulate the 11 Builders of Africa's Future winners. And I'm glad to note, this is an honor for us too, that 3 of the winners are past USADF grantees. Just really quickly, Derek of One Lamp, who believes that education and solar energy go hand in hand, and that he's really trying to provide affordable, clean, safe, efficient lighting technology to millions of children attending rural schools in Uganda. So proud to have supported Derek in the past and currently as well. And Dismas of Solar Freeze, who's providing renewable energy solutions to smallholder farmers in Kenya to increase agricultural productivity. And then Ian of Tanzania, who uses the power of combining data and storytelling and technology to inspire behavior change amongst young people. So these are 3 Builders of Africa's Future who ADF has supported in the past, and we're proud of what you've accomplished and excited about where you and the other 8 Builders of Africa's Future winners will go as you further develop, grow, and scale your enterprises and organizations. So, our support to entrepreneurs is vitally important to our business model, to our strategies. We talked about ADN's new strategy. Entrepreneurs is a really important part of our strategy. But before I continue to share some thoughts on that important work, let me tell a little bit more about USADF, sort of a 101. So as has been alluded to, we're an independent US government agency established by the US Congress to invest in African grassroots organizations and entrepreneurs and small and medium-sized enterprises. We're exclusively only focused on African organizations and African enterprises. We describe our model as development done differently, utilizing a locally led participatory approach centered on local ownership of solutions, ensuring that those we invest in have a voice and a choice in their own development. So it's not solutions that we create, we're backing African-driven solutions. Our 21 country offices throughout the continent are made up of 100% African staff and local implementing partners who fund and support African designed and African delivered solutions. And we do this by providing 3 specific things: grant capital, and congrats, all of you have some of that, capacity building assistance, and convening opportunities in order to develop, grow, and scale your enterprises and entrepreneurs such as yourselves who are improving lives and livelihoods. And I think you see all 3 of those things sort of in how the Builders of Africa Future program is outlined, in terms of the grant capital, in terms of the capacity building assistant, in terms of convening opportunities. So it was an easy opportunity for us as ADF to join forces with ADN. Why recreate the wheel when we can basically back Almaz and ADN and do more together? So our investments promote community-driven economic development by increasing incomes, growing revenues, and creating jobs while putting underserved communities on a pathway to prosperity. And lastly, most importantly, our investment areas align with Africa's greatest needs, challenges, and opportunities, and U.S. foreign policy towards Africa priorities. And let me give you that in sort of 3 ways, because this helps outline sort of what we actually fund. So given the fact that 70% of Africans earn their livelihoods in Africa from agriculture, but the reality is that 30%, up to 30% of the population in Africa is classified as food insecure. And despite the fact that there's vast amounts of arable land, Africa's food import bill is $40 billion every year, importing $40 billion every year of food. So we're striving to address food and nutritional security, aligning our efforts with US government priorities such as Feed the Future and the Global Food Security Act. That's our agricultural portfolio. Of Africa's 1.2 billion people, more than 600 million wake up, work throughout the day, and go to bed in the dark without consistent access to power or clean energy. So we align our efforts in energy access and off-grid energy support with USG initiatives such as Power Africa and the Electrify Africa Act. So Africa's needs and challenges and US government priorities align to invest in you. So I've shared our agriculture work and emphasis, our energy work, and now let me move to unemployment and entrepreneurship in Africa. And let me start by stating how I think about entrepreneurship. And it's beyond starting a for-profit business, as all of you know. We see it entrepreneurship equally as a mindset. And one definition I like states that entrepreneurs are people who solve difficult challenges in creative ways with limited resources. So this is literally embodies all of the BAF. These are people who are solving difficult challenges in creative ways with limited resources. And hopefully through ADN and BAF and USADF, those resources can become less limited and more abound in your businesses. But we're working on that. We all know in Africa, there's a greater need for entrepreneurship. Let me give some data. According to the United Nations, 3 of every 4 Africans are below the age of 35. We know the average age of an African is 19. The average age of an American is 38. So literally half the age of an average American in age. And the population, and for this population, this under 35 population segment alone, 12 million people enter the workforce every year. And to meet this unemployment need, the IMF concluded that Africa needs to create 20 million jobs every year through 2030. This number is twice as large as what the region has produced annually from 2017 to 2019. So as of today, the majority of youth in Africa do not have stable economic opportunities. And of Africa's nearly 420 million youth aged 15 to 35, 1 in 3 are unemployed and discouraged. Another third are vulnerably employed, and only 1 in 6 is in wage employment. So USADF believes that one of the ways to turn this challenge into an opportunity is to support entrepreneurship, encouraging and supporting youth and women to innovate, create, and build for themselves and, most importantly, their communities. And our flagship program in this area is the U.S. government's flagship program in the area of youth leadership, and that's YALI. So this is the Young African Leaders Initiative. And our take on the YALI program is to provide, again, that grant capital, that capacity building support, and those convening opportunities to YALI entrepreneurs who do spend some time in the U.S. as YALI fellows or Mandela Washington fellows, but who go back to their communities. And we ensure through a competitive process that those that we select go back with grant funding, with capacity building support, and with convening opportunities to develop, grow, and scale their enterprises. So that's how we've, for more than the past 5 years, supported a number of African entrepreneurs. Another program that we align with is the Women's Global Development and Prosperity Initiative. I know it's a mouthful. Women's Global Development and Prosperity Initiative. And particularly, ADF partners with the United States State Department, and we support women entrepreneurs throughout 10 African countries. They all are getting training, online training, and then those who graduate from that training are then eligible for US ADF funding in the Academy for Women's Entrepreneurship program. So our YALI work and our WGDP, our Women's Global Development and Prosperity work through the Academy for Women's Entrepreneurship is how we've been focusing a lot on entrepreneurship. But I'm really proud to say that through the Builders of Africa's Future, through BAF and ADN's transformational leadership in bringing about this opportunity for ADF, that this is our newest partnership in supporting African entrepreneurs. And I just want to go through, I know we're going to spend a lot of time today on what you, as the awardees, the entrepreneurs, what you're doing, but I love to just share some of those programs and projects and activities and businesses that you're running. The fact that you're focusing on financial literacy to teach people how to manage money and create wealth in Kenya through Sentimi. the fact that people are working with giving, some of you are working to give every child a holistic education, a social enterprise that builds safer, healthier, affordable homes for families in informal settlements. Another one of you are running a social enterprise, a startup that makes agricultural machines for small farms, empowering communities with locally made productive youth technology. I love this one. An Uber for repair services, FixChap. I mean, this is a business disruption in that business model. Eliminating poverty creatively by teaching young people how to tell their stories using video and photography, which we know is so important in this day and age with social media. Providing access to verified quality pharmaceutical products. Looking at affordability in Africa's healthcare financing. So these are solutions to challenges. This is looking at Africa as you, as builders of Africa's future, is looking at not only providing solutions to challenges, but seizing opportunities to transform yourselves, your lives, your communities, and ultimately the continent. And we're proud to support you in those efforts and to be a part of your entrepreneurial journey. So let me conclude with a statement and an ask. So USADF, we're on board. We're in this. We're in it to win it, literally. USADF is committed to investing in African grassroots enterprises, social entrepreneurs, making a difference in underserved communities. This is why we're here. We're here for you. We're thrilled to award each of you BAF winners catalytic funding and recognition of your impactful work. But I also want to speak to those of you who are not the BAF Entrepreneurs Awardees. We ask that US-based and global, African-based global investor communities, foundations, philanthropists, and impact investors, we ask you to join us in investing in, supporting, and then ultimately celebrating these change makers in building Africa's futures. With greater support for past and future builders of Africa, we can really take what's happened with ADN over the past 10 years, what's happened with BAF over the past 4 years, and really look at transformational change throughout the continent. Let's do more. Let's do more together. Let's create pathways to prosperity and truly build Africa's future. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I think everybody, like, I can hear the round of applause from around the world, everybody clapping, really great. But thank you so much, CD, for your support and your kind words. And again, just the partnership with ADN, I think is going to go far. So it's really, really inspiring. Thank you. Quick reminder to everyone, please feel free to introduce yourself in the chat as well. Post your LinkedIn profile, post your Twitter handles, everything that you want to do to get people in touch. And please use that as a way to connect with one another. Thank you so much. CD. So next up, we have two special guests who are going to be introducing the Builders of Africa's Future program and some of the nominating sponsors and all of that. So we have Michael Masharash from Johnson & Johnson, and we have Josephine Fubara from Sanofi, who are going to take us into the next part of our program, which is what we've all been waiting for, the Builders of Africa's Future. So please take it away, Michael and Josephine.
Yay! So I am super excited to be here with you guys. I'm a fellow African, and I fully am supportive and understand, right, the need to support homegrown entrepreneurs. I think it's critical to the future and growth, of Africa. My name is Josephine Fubara. I'm the Chief Science Officer for Sanofi Consumer Healthcare. And like I said, super excited to be here. Michael and I will take you through the next part of the program. Although, Almaz thanked, Michael and myself, for supporting the nominations and doing the work. I do want to take off my hat to Michael. He did a lot of the work. He did most of the heavy lifting. So Michael, thank you so much, for that. Tom touched on why, BAF is important and the value that BAF brings. But like I said, I think, I cannot underscore really how critical it is, for what Africa needs to do, right, in the future. You guys are critical to the growth, you're critical to the future of Africa. And my congratulations to all the BAF awardees. As I was reading through, you know, some of the your initiatives, I was super inspired, you know, by that. So looking forward to engaging more with you as we celebrate you, you know, during today. Partnerships are critical, right, for the success of BAF and for funding BAF candidates, you know, as well. So I do want to take a little bit of time. I don't want to forget any one of them to say thank you to our partners. I want to start out by, you know, thanking USADF. So thank you, you know, CD and your team, you know, for the support. Thank you, you know, for that. I want to thank Stanford Seed, MIT D-Lab, the Siegel Family Foundation, and Conrad Hilton Foundation, just to name a few. Again, you know, today is really about, you know, the BAF awardees, and we're going to give them a chance, you know, to share their enterprises. And we hope that, you know, you guys are as excited as we are as they showcase, you know, the enterprises. And we also hope, you know, consistent with what CD said, you know, at the end of his speech, that you will invest in them, you will support them, right? Whether it's through mentoring, whether it's through funding and sponsoring as well, because they need the support in order to amplify and, you know, continue to, you know, grow, you know, their businesses and their enterprises. So with that, what I'll do now is hand it over to Michael to take us through the mechanics of the, you know, nominations and how we got to where we are today. Michael?
Thank you so much, Josephine. Yes, my name is Michael Mashawash. I work for Johnson & Johnson, and I'm the program manager for the Johnson & Johnson Africa Innovation Challenge. It's a program that we run every 2 years where we try to find and incubate healthcare-related startups in sub-Saharan Africa. The experience of finding the Builders of Africa Future was beautiful. It was a lot of fun. We received almost 100 nominations, and it wasn't easy for us to really pick the 2021 winners. To be eligible, the companies had to be in business for at least 6 months, and they had to address an unmet need on the continent. We received nominations for for-profit organizations and for non-for-profit organizations, and we looked at the size of the impact that the enterprise is making and how they use appropriate innovation to address unmet needs on the continent. We also took into consideration if and how an entrepreneur could benefit from being selected as a Builders of Africa's Future. And being selected would mean, as you heard, there is some funding involved, but more importantly, it offers the training, entrepreneurship training by the Miller Center, and the pitching opportunity here at Addis. Although funding is very important, and I've worked with a lot of startups, they always apply for the funding and then tell me afterwards, yeah, but the quality mentoring and training is even more valuable over the long run. Because it's harder to come by, and effective mentors can actually have a long-lasting impact on the startups. They can improve their business skills, they can help them to build a network of supporters that they can reach out to and you know, look for advice or just using them as a sounding board. And it really works. And BAF, the BAF program has shown that it works. So just to give you one example, Mahmoud Johnson and his company J-Palm Liberia was selected as a Builder of Africa's Future in 2019. His business, he buys palm kernels, which is an agricultural waste product in West Africa, in Liberia, where he's located. And he buys it from smallholder farmers and converts it into palm kernel oil, which requires a little bit more sophisticated equipment that is available to the farmers. So what he actually does, he turns a waste stream into a value stream, and that not only he benefits on it, but also the smallholder farmers. And since he was a builder of Africa's Future, he really scaled up his business significantly. More equipment, more capacity. Today, he's producing hundreds of tons of palm kernel oil, and he has a very, very steep growth trajectory. And the best of all is he now started to train local entrepreneurs how to do it. So he's paying this whole thing forward. It's a really good example. With this, I hand it back to Josephine. She can talk a little bit about our winners and just run down on who we selected.
So thank you. I think that story was a really good one. It goes back to Tom's point about, and this is really about telling stories about, the awardees and what they do and the impact they have. And I think, Michael, that story you shared really illustrates that. So I am just going to go through the list, right, and name the awardees. And I would like a drum roll, please. And as I'm doing it, I would like you guys to give them a significant round of applause. You could, light up the chat room as I'm doing that. So here we go. So here are the 2021 Builders of Africa Future awardees. The first one is Wasike Ndwati, Kenya. He's the founder of Centromony, a financial consultancy. I'm sorry?
Centonomy.
So, I'm sorry, Centonomy, a financial consultancy firm that teaches people how to manage money and create wealth, nominated by Stanford Seed. Congratulations. The next awardee is Crispinas Onyacha, Uganda, founder and CEO of Clinic Pesa, a company that provides access to healthcare financing to the uninsured, nominated by MIT's D-Lab. Congratulations, Crispinas.
Thank you.
Chibuzo Opara, Nigeria, my fellow Nigerian, congratulations. CEO of Drugstock, a procurement platform that gives healthcare providers access to safe and quality pharmaceutical products. Congratulations. Ken Oluo, Kenya, founder of Filamujuani, teaching young people how to tell their stories using video and photography, nominated by the Segal Family Foundation. Congratulations. Prince Tilia, Tanzania, founder and CEO of FixChap, a digital platform for homeowners to access verified service and repairmen, nominated by MIT's D-Lab. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Alfred Chengula, sorry about that, Tanzania, co-founder and COO of Imara Tech, a manufacturer of labor and time-saving farming equipment for smallholder farmers, nominated by Siemens Steve Tongue. This is why Michael gave me this task, right? Because he knew that it was challenging to do with the names.
But it's a German word, sorry.
But congratulations, Afra. Congratulations. Winnie Guiteau, Kenya, co-founder of Kwangu Kwako, which manufactures a modular system to build safe and affordable houses in informal settlements, nominated by MIT's D-Lab. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Derek Jose Opio, Uganda, founder and CEO of One Lamp, who provides solar energy and lighting to rural communities, nominated by Siemens. Congratulations. Dismus Kisulu, Kenya, CEO of Solar Freeze, a company that provides solar-powered cold storage units to smallholder farmers to prevent post-harvest loss, nominated by MIT's D-Lab. Congratulations. Ian Tarimo, Tanzania, co-founder of TAI Tanzania, a production company that combines data, storytelling, and technology to inspire behavior changes among young people, nominated by the Segal Family Foundation. Congratulations. And last but not the least, Sister Celestina Wondu, Nigeria, bursar at Notre Dame's Girls Academy, which offers quality and affordable education to underprivileged girls, nominated by the Conrad Hilton Foundation. So congratulations to all the awardees, and really wishing you guys the best of luck. And we hope that you get all the support, the mentoring, sponsoring, and additional investment that you need to really take your businesses to the next level and enterprises to the next level. Congratulations, guys, and well done. So now I'll hand it over to Liz.
Amazing. Thank you so much. It's such an impressive cohort. Congratulations to all of our winners. We can't wait to celebrate you and learn more about you throughout the rest of the day. I'm going to remind you that Twitter hashtag needs to be blown up. So if you are really interested in something, share it. Tell us what you want to celebrate by using that hashtag and by using the chat, and help us collect more of these stories. So without further ado, we have the fabulous Megan, who has a video that she is going to be putting on for us to watch about the BAFs. So Megan, I'll let the tech wizardry be yours.
Thank you very much, Liz. All right, here it goes.
Hi, my name is Sister Celestina Modu. I'm a sister of Notre Dame de Namur, working at Notre Dame Girls Academy, Amoyo, looking for a $30,000 to erect skill acquisition and entrepreneurship center for our students for their future growth. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ken Olo. I'm the founder of Filamujwani, where we train the youth to be successful entrepreneurs and employees in the creative economy. We're looking for $1 million to scale the work we're doing in Africa. Thank you.
Washeken Dwati, founder of Centonomy Limited. We have empowered over 200,000 people through our financial literacy and entrepreneurship courses. We are seeking grant funding to increase our already proven impact in the region. Thank you.
Hi everybody, Chibuzo Opara, co-founder of Drugstock. We're a cloud-based pharmaceutical distribution platform that connects manufacturers of good quality drugs to hospitals and pharmacies. We're looking to expand out of Lagos, and we want your investments, your partnerships, and your support. Thank you.
I'm Onyecha Crispinus, founder and CEO at Clinic Pesa Limited, where we do access to healthcare financing. And currently we are doing a $2 million hybrid round in grant, equity, and also debt capital to help us serve over 12 million customers. Thank you.
My name is Winnie Guiteau. I'm the co-founder of Kwangu Kwakwa Limited. We are redefining affordable housing in Kenya. We are looking for $200,000 for product development as well as mini mortgage for our customers.
Storytelling is a proven method on how young generation are able to learn about the past and also be able to shape the future. And technology is the best tool when it comes to how to reach beneficiaries. At TAI, we use the power of combining storytelling and technology to inspire behavior change among young people. At the moment, we are able to reach 200,000 people, and we are requesting $500,000 so that we are able to reach 2 million people in sub-Saharan Africa. Thank you.
My name is Prince Tilia. I'm the co-founder of FixChap. FixChap is a mobile app connecting home and office owners in need of repair services with well-vetted and trained handymen. We are looking for a seed round of investment, and particularly we're interested in impact investment.
My name is Derek Ozaya Opio, and I'm the founder and CEO of OneLamp. OneLamp is a solar asset finance company based in Uganda, East Africa. OneLamp provides African off-grid SMEs and households access to productive use solar appliances through a lease-to-own model. Today, we are looking for an investment of $500,000 to be able to scale our operations in East Africa.
Hi everyone, my name is Dismas Kisilu, founder and CEO of a startup called SolarFreeze. So what SolarFreeze does is provide access to solar-powered refrigeration, both for off-grid rural clinics, as well as to help small-scale farmers preserve their produce. We are looking for seed investment in the form of grants or equity to help us distribute our solar-powered healthcare units to rural clinics in preparation of the COVID vaccine and for storage of other medications. Thank you.
Hello everyone. My name is Alfred Chengula. I'm a co-founder of Imaratech, a startup company based in Tanzania. We manufacture agricultural equipment for smallholder farmers. We are looking for an investor who is interested to join or lead our seed rounds that we are raising this year. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone, for coming back to the main room. So what we're going to do now is just quickly allow all of our facilitators to share a bit about what we discussed in our rooms. I'll kick off with the technology group. So we had Prince from FixChap and we had Ian from Thai Tanzania. We saw some wonderful pitches from them. So I'm hoping that on our YouTube channel, we'll be able to share those to the ADN team. They were wonderful. And I think the main things that really came out for me was the need for investors. So obviously that's one of the main reasons why we're here, is to find funding and support. But specifically what Prince asked for was for anyone in Tanzania who knows somebody who could be a customer to share FixChap, the app, which is a handyman app that makes hiring a handyman safer and easier and contributes to growth in the gig economy. So anyone in Tanzania, please do connect with Prince and make sure that you get customers for his app. And then Ian from Thai Tanzania is working in animation. And again, we'll need to make sure that this pitch gets shared. He has two sides of his business. He has an NGO side, which is working on getting more kids in school and some advocacy work surrounding getting kids in school. So any type of computers and donations and grants for that. And then also on the company side of things, if you know any production companies who may be able to mentor him, if you know anybody at Netflix who wants to hire him, that was also an ask that came up out of our session. So I will call on, how about we do Ms. Amini Kajunju for the education group.
Let me unmute. Thank you, Liz. Yeah, so I think what was so wonderful and inspiring about the entrepreneurs in our group is that they're also focused on really empowering individuals, whether it's empowering girls, Sister Celestine, empowering girls to be entrepreneurs and to be drivers of their own life, and to really use education as a way to build a successful business. That was really inspiring to hear, and we really wish that she gets the support that she needs to really grow this program. And then when we go to Waseke, who has a business that really helps people understand that there's a way to reduce or even eliminate generational poverty and financial challenges. That if you learn the right skills, you can take care of your own personal finance, you can plan for the future, you can retire with dignity. So that was also a very interesting business to hear about. And then last but not least, Ken, really supporting the youth in training them in the creative industries. He said something that was very interesting. If you're holding a camera and you're taking pictures and you're a photographer, nobody wants to know, nobody cares where you went to school, whether you come from a rich family or a poor family. It's really about the skills that you have. And so really instilling that in young people and helping them grow their business and earn money through creative activities was a very interesting to hear about. So that was our group. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And how about we jump to Josephine? And Josephine was the one in healthcare. Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks, Josephine.
Yes. So I do want to thank the BAF Awardees for pivoting and being really adapt and being agile. Right. Our pitch, the video, right, didn't work. So they had to actually present their pitches on the spot. And I thought you guys did a fantastic job. Chibuzo, Crispinus, and Winnie. So thank you and well done. And basically the enterprises, span from the provision of safe drugs, right, to providing healthcare access, to making sure that, folks have affordable housing, home security, as it were, I think Chibuzo with drug stock, I think it's pretty much good, with funding and investments. He's looking for more sponsorship and more support and partnerships. I don't think he'll say no to additional investment, if the folks on the call are willing, to do that. Chris Spooner's, however, it was very clear in terms of his ask. He's looking for 2 million. I think it was $2 million. Dollars. I was going to say euros. I work for a French-based company, not euros. I was looking for $2 million. That's an investment, in his enterprise. And then Winnie specifically, right, looking for, for grants, to help enable, some of the work she's doing with affordable housing. So that's the, very high level, overview of, where we and what we did within the healthcare breakout.
Thank you. That's great. And then finally, we have Michael, who is going to tell us about the Renewable Energy and Agriculture group.
Yes, thank you. Same thing. I have to thank our BAFs, how they took over when we had the technical issues. But improvisation is everything, right? One thing that was very clear, that came very clear out in our group, was that all three of them are doing something that I would call appropriate technology. That is technology that is appropriate for the target audience that they go after, and therefore has a significant chance of being successful. Derek from One Lamp was explaining a little bit that if you start with one lamp, literally you start creating more demand, and people then upgrade to a stronger system. Let's say that they want to run a TV set or even a refrigerator or something like that. So even reaching into the market automatically also almost pre-programs the growth for the program. Alfred was explaining that the threshers are essentially creating opportunity for small entrepreneurs that kind of buy the thresher and then rent it out to farmers, or if they kind of are also very suited for small farmer cooperatives or communities that want to throw their funding together and then benefit all together from that equipment. Fascinating is also the fact that the threshers are being produced, manufactured locally. So not only that farmers benefit, but they also create a lot of new jobs in Tanzania. And lastly, Dismus was explaining his business model in regards to the solar freeze, to the freezers systems. The question came up if the investment is high, but the business model is actually very interesting because Solar Freeze owns all the cooling equipment, and the farmers fundamentally just rent space in this equipment, which makes it affordable to them. So there is not a tremendous amount of money needed from a farmer to invest into a refrigerator in the beginning. With that, they all are looking for funding and support. And I always, this is sort of my byline. I also think they are looking, any kind of mentorship and networking would also be very helpful. But those are three companies that are very impressive and have a very impressive approach to a business that I think has a really great future for all three of them.
Thank you. Wonderful. So I think this is great. I'm happy that we all had a chance to dive a bit deeper with some of our Builders of Africa's Future. And without further ado, we are going to get started on presenting them with their awards. So we are going to welcome Elizabeth DeFries from the United States Africa Development Foundation and Ms. Almaz Negash to present the awards. So we'll make sure to have our applause, visible and loud so we can really hear it around the world. So please take it away, Almaz and Elizabeth.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Liz. I think I'm up first. So I just want to say what a wonderful event and gathering. Almaz and Megan, to all those involved, thank you so much for bringing us together. And again, on behalf of the U.S. African Development Foundation, we would like to again congratulate the awardees. We're honored to support you. You're change makers and movers and shakers and really the builders of the future. So I'm going to have the first 6 awards presented, and then Almaz will do the last 5. So up first, I'd like to turn the floor over to Alfred Chengula, and he's the co-founder and COO of Amara Technology. So I'm going to turn the floor over to you, Alfred. And Alfred, you might be on mute, just to remind you there.
Hi, everyone. I'm very happy for actually to be a part of this program, but also to see the other fellows, the impact that they're making for our continent. I believe together we can. And yeah, I'm really happy for the support that I've been getting from this program. And I'm really excited. This means a lot to me and to our team, Imaratech. Thank you, guys. And I'm happy to connect with all of you. Thank you.
Yes, applause. Wonderful, Alfred. Thank you so much. We'll next hear from Winnie Guiteau. She's the co-founder of Kwangu Kwako Limited. Winnie, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. I think the 5,000 will go a long way. Not only that, because it also opens up other avenues for networking. Like I've been reading chats. I've already connected with somebody else who actually is a customer. And they were like, okay, we want to communicate with you. So for me, it has been a really, really good opportunity also to learn from others. I've connected with some of the mentors as well as other entrepreneurs. It is always good to actually have such sittings. So I'm really, really proud and thank you very much.
Winnie, thank you so much and congratulations. We'll next hear from Dismas Kiselu, who is the CEO of Solar Freeze. Dismas, the floor is yours.
Hi, so I'd like to thank everybody at the BAF, the committee, and also all the mentors and as well as the university for all the work that they put in. It came in handy. And we hope to use this chance to better our solution and also network with more people going forward. So kindly look up our website, solarfreeze.co.ke, or email me personally at dismas@solarfreeze.co.ke for more information. Thank you.
Dismas, thank you so much. We'll next hear from Washeke Duati, who is the founder of Sentimony. Thank you so much. The floor is yours.
All right, thank you. First of all, I'd just like to thank God who makes all things possible. I want to thank my family who've been a really, really good support in the 12 years of Sentonomy. I stand here to represent an amazing, amazing team of 20 people at Sentonomy who are just so committed to this purpose. I would not be able to do anything without them. So to Team Sentonomy for all your support, your hard work. Yeah, I want to thank Stanford Seed who nominated me and have been a big part of why Sentonomy has achieved what it has achieved. And of course to the ADN network, to Almaz, to USADF. I'm just extremely honored to have been nominated and to win this award. We want to see Africa create wealth sustainably, and it starts with us shifting mindsets about what we can do and how we can actually work together. We can actually end these poverty cycles and create financial legacies as opposed to financial dependence. So if you believe what we believe, if that touches you in some way, we'd like to partner with you. It's just not about funds. It's also about networks. It's also about ideas and just the whole principle of coming together. So it has been a great honor to stand with the fellow BAF 21 awardees, fellow entrepreneurs who are building Africa, and I look forward to continue working together. So I will also put my contacts back on the screen again. So thank you very much. Very honored to receive this award on behalf of many.
Congratulations again, and thank you for your very valuable words. We'll next hear from Ken Ulo. He's the founder and team leader for Fela Majwani. Thank you so much. The floor is yours.
Well, thank you very much to Africa Diaspora Network.
So I made her a dating profile.
Sorry about that. Well, thank you to ADN for this opportunity, and to Seagull Family Fund for just giving us access as Filamu Juwani. One of the things we are passionate about is changing the narrative that we have a youth burden in Africa. I think we have a youth opportunity in Africa. And when we begin changing that narrative, I think we begin changing many things. We look forward to working with you all and figuring out how we can change our stories as Africans, how we can change the stories we tell and the stories we live out. I look forward to partnering, and I think by us working together, we're able to change not only our stories, but the stories of others who are coming after us. So thank you again to USADF for believing in us and also working with us in this journey. Thank you again.
Thank you so much. And the last entrepreneur I'll announce before Amaz takes over, and again, congratulations to everyone, will be Crispenas Anyacha. He's the founder and CEO of ClickPesa. Thank you so much, Crispenas. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much for the introduction. It's actually a great pleasure and honor for Clinic Pesa to receive this award. Of course, I stand here to represent a team of over 33 people who are actually doing an amazing work behind to make sure that Clinic Pesa does achieve its impact. And to our partners who did nominate us, MITD Lab, to the BFA team, and the rest of the network. We are happy to join the network and collaborate, work together to make sure that the impact that we intend to achieve actually does happen in the long run. Thank you.
Thank you again to all the awardees. I'll now pass it over to Almaz, who will announce our last 5. Congratulations.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, and congratulations to the first 6, and I'll go with the next 5. I also just want to put my own congratulations to everyone, also your flexibility and your tenacity and your faith and vision, and we will work together to make this possible for each and every one of you. Megan, I am going to delighted to announce Sister Celestina and Widow, thank you, from Notre Dame Girls School. Sister Celestina, the floor is yours, and thank you for joining us. You were the last 11th person to join, and I just want to shout out for Conrad Hilton Foundation for being a partner, and then I'll announce the plan that we have with Conrad Hilton Foundation toward the end of, during my final comment for the session. Sister? Maybe Megan, is Sister Celestina here?
I'm not able to see with the screen being shared.
Okay, yeah, I know she usually has a problem with connection. That could be one of them. So we can bring her back. So should we go to the next one? Oh, Sister, are you there? Okay. Well, but we can come back, Megan, to Sister.
She is here, or she just muted, from what I see.
Okay. Megan, can we go to the to Chibuzo? Chibuzo Opara, CEO of Drugstore Nigeria. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Hi, Chibuzo. How are you? The most famous guy I know on LinkedIn. Congratulations.
Thank you, Almaz. It's great to be here, and thank you very much. First of all, I'd like to say this is definitely not my effort. It's the effort of my team. Special thanks to my co-founder, Adam Yahya, who unfortunately couldn't join us. He's holding down the fort in the office right now. Also like to thank Stanford Seed, the ADN Network, USADF. I'd also like to thank my clients who have supported us all along this drive and put us here. It's been a great ride. I think two scrappy kids who didn't have any entrepreneurial experience and decided, you know, we're not going to take no, and enough is enough. We were tired of continuously hitting our head against the wall with regards to obtaining good quality pharmaceutical products in Nigeria. And we've come a long way since then. It's been a wild ride, you know, from very high highs to very low lows. And, you know, I'm just quite excited to be here. I've had a lot of fun today. Lots of amazing people here. And yeah, I think it's that time that we as Africans and Africa is, you know, rising. And I think it's time for us to all put on our hats and just keep pushing, you know, and it'll be amazing where we land in a few years. Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Hello.
Oh, sister, hi.
Hello, Matt.
Yes, we just want to
Can
congratulate
you see me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, but you can't see me.
Yes, we can see you.
Let me try again. I
yeah,
want you
now.
to see me. Let me go to video and see.
Nigeria. Chibozo, we have a long way to go with that networking. We'll make it work. We'll make it work.
Yes, Chukwuzoba. Oh, I'm very grateful to ADN and my co-BF Awardees. Very grateful to Miller Center and for Hilton Foundation for nominating me. I was found at the 11th hour, and I'm very glad that you searched me and found me. It's a very special day. I am filled with joy, with happiness, with all the learnings I had, with the networking, the contacts. My fellow awardees, I'm grateful to God for all of us. I'm grateful to BAF, to Hilton Foundation for nominating me, and to USAID Africa. Thank you.
Thank you, sister. Thank you for blessing us. And this is our second year with the partnership with Conrad Hilton Foundation. It's not the first time. I can go on and on about the impact of sisters in social entrepreneurship and innovation in Africa and other places in the world. So we're very grateful to have you as well. Thank you. I think I have Derek now. Someone, can you mute yourself, please? Derek Hosea from OPIO, CEO and founder of One Lump from Uganda. Congratulations, Derek. Good to see you again.
Good to see you too. Good to see you too. I would like to thank IDN. I would like to thank USADF. As said earlier on, I'm actually a recipient of funding from USADF. So earlier on, when we were talking about funding from USADF, I want to guide and appeal to other awardees, other BAF awardees that it's true. USADF does provide funding to African-based entrepreneurs. That financing is there. Go ahead and visit the website and make an application, because they do receive applications all year round. I would also like to thank the Empowering People Network who nominated One Lump. They have supported One Lump since 2015. Super humbled. And on behalf of One Lump, we are so grateful to be a recipient of the Builders of Africa's Future Award. As the founder of One Lump, I do believe it is possible to end clean energy in Africa. We have impacted over 250,000 people, and I think this is just the beginning. We do envision a world where every African household and small business has access to modern clean energy solutions. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Congratulations. Now, next is Ian Tarimo. Hello, Ian, the Executive Director of TAI Tanzania from Tanzania. Ian, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. I truly appreciate for this opportunity. I would like to thank your leadership and the whole team of ADN as well as USDAF. You have done an amazing job to bring all of us together here, and I think this should be recommendable to other partners. I also would like to thank Single Family Foundation for recommending us, nominating us to this opportunity. It's truly humbling to us and my team, and I also like to thank my team, like around 30 young people who believe that it's enough for African children to watch movies or films or listen to stories that they are not related to. It's time for us Africans to have our own stories that young people can relate to. So I believe that with this network, we're going to be able to collaborate either as a customer or as someone who you can recommend us to potential partners. We already have beautiful animation on your YouTube channel. It's called TAI Tanzania. If you want to use them, they have English subtitles. You want to use them in your community around Africa, we are happy to use them. We can just have a chat so that we can discuss the best way to use them. But we are also going to have more animation content coming up. You want to partner with us, to work with us, we would love to welcome you with our open hands. So I would like to thank every other fellows who have been awarded for this. This should just be a catalyst for us to do more, because we are very lucky to be recognized. We are very blessed, and we should give back by doing more so that Alma and her team can continue to have this kind of program, and we can together share Africa. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ian. Thank you for that beautiful award that you've shared, each and every one of you. Next, we have Prince Telia, co-founder and managing director of Fixed Chat Tanzania. We have another Tanzania. Oh, this year we are in trouble. We have a lot of East Africa, but that's okay. I think we're forgiven. How are you, everyone? Yes, hi, Prince.
Hi, Almaz. Thank you for this award. Thank you to the ADN team for coming up with the Builders for Africa award. It's very inspiring, and it gives us a lot of energy to keep building the Africa for the future. I want to thank all the partners, USAIDF, Miller Center for the amazing training, MIT D-Lab for nominating us. And we want to thank all the participants on the call for taking their time to join in giving us ideas and connecting us to relevant organizations. And I want to lastly thank all my fellow awardees, and I want to encourage every one of us to keep pushing, and the future is looking bright. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prince. I know this is the last in the 11 numbers, but what I want to say is that it is just the beginning of what we're able to do. Please, all of you, stay until just the last few minutes. I want to announce a couple of things that came up simply because of the support of USAIDF, our partners and others. I wanted to just share with you some of the great things that are happening. And I think this year's BAF awardees are a testimony of what is possible, and we're very, very grateful for the opportunity. I think, Liz, the next one is the surprise gift from our friends at the Harambeans, so I'll leave that for you.
Yes, excellent. So next up, we have Daniel Boateng, who's going to present the Harambeans Award. So Daniel, please, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Almaz. Thank you, Liz. Daniel here, Director of Admissions at Harambeans. I'm currently calling in from Accra, Ghana. So basically, for those of you who are not familiar, Harambeans are young African innovators who have collectively raised over $500 million from investors such as Jack Ma, Mark Zuckerberg, Google Ventures, and established high-growth ventures such as Andela, Flutterwave, and Yoko. So basically, Our selection process for the Harambeans ADM Prize was as follows. A subset of the Builders of Africa Future finalists were invited to apply. Applications were reviewed, candidates interviewed, votes casted, and a winner selected. The winner will receive a $2,500 check, sign the Harambeans Declaration in Bretton Woods, and ascend to the Alliance as a member of the 2021 class of Harambeans. As a Harambean, the winner will have a God-given right to $100,000 courtesy of the Harambeans Prosperity Fund, which is a co-investment vehicle to accelerate the growth of Harambean-funded ventures. Applicants not selected as the winner will be invited to join our Venture to Watch list and considered for full admission in 2022. At this point, I'd like to invite Harambean Mr. Lubega, founder of Go One, and from the class of 2016 to recognize the winner of the Harambeans ADM Prize. Mr. Lubega, if you're on the call, the floor is yours.
Awesome. No, thank you very much, Daniel. And what I quite like about this particular prize is that it's the vision of African innovators by African innovators and ultimately for the benefit of African innovators. You know, it's a celebration of, you know, African teams with a proven track record of execution. I think, you know, as Josephine mentioned earlier, you know, it's about entrepreneurs being able to, you know, meet weekly, monthly, quarterly targets, often in seemingly insurmountable obstacles. And so ultimately, to all the innovators who are determined to transform Africa's challenges into opportunities, well done. You know, you're all Harambeans and builders of the future. But ultimately, there can be one winner. And so on behalf of my, you know, fellow Harambeans, I'm pleased to recognize Mr. Derek Apio, the founder of One Lamp, as the winner of the 2021 Harambeans ADM Prize.
Oh, congratulations, Derek,
Big shout out to you.
Derek.
Definitely, you know, Mr. Pia, as you encounter, you know, the inevitable trials and tribulations of the entrepreneurial process, please hold firm the promise of the Harambeans Declaration, which goes as follows. Yet in the end, the Africa our generation deserves can be won. It exists.
It exists.
It is real.
It is
It is possible.
It is possible.
And it is ours.
It is ours.
Mr. Pia, welcome and congratulations to the Alliance.
Wow!
So,
wow!
The team will be in touch with you shortly.
I am super.
By email.
What a wonderful surprise. Congratulations, Derek. And thank you to the Harambeans for your amazing work. I mean, that is another wonderful partner that we should be celebrating today. Harambeans do some incredible work building Africa as well. So thank you. And thank you to everyone for joining us today. I will pass it. It's been an honor to serve as your MC, and I'll pass it on to Almaz, who's going to close out. And don't forget to stick around to make sure to network with all of our Builders of Africa awardees after we close. But Almaz, I'll turn over to your brilliant hands.
I can see Derek being so excited, and I'm excited for you, excited for all of you. Liz, thank you so much for running us through this session today. Very special for me, and I think those of you who know why we started ADN, you know how much I get inspired and I cry every year. I wish I could just hug you and give you a big hug and do what I always do to say congratulations. We are in here, all of us together, even if we're not able to touch and share that love. But I think there is a way for love to transcend, even if it's on Zoom. We continue to show our love and care for each other. And so I'm very, very grateful for what I have seen today. And also I thank you for your patience and for being, for allowing us to make mistakes and still slide through it. And that I think is the creativity and the patience that we have with each other as we try to figure out how to deal with technology. Having said that, I wanted to just say how grateful I am for all of you over the last 10 years for supporting AD and for believing in our vision, the fact that we Africans can work with Friends of Africa to make a difference in the continent and the communities where we live. I am very, very fortunate to have had the opportunity to do that. It's a hard work, but it's a work of my heart. It's a work of my soul, and it's something that I care about. And somehow it is working. And it's working simply because not only I, but many of you believe in this vision. And for that, I really am absolutely on the top of the mountain, feeling so happy for today and for what will come in the future. to do something like this. I was telling Megan, she's new to us, but I was mentioning to Megan, we've never worked so hard. So we've been doing sessions as part of the African Diaspora Investment Symposium. We've very quickly pivoted to digital offerings. So we've already done 8 sessions starting April of last year, and we have more to go. We didn't know how this was going to work, but I have to say it did work. It worked because of you, because of the people who believe in what we're doing. But also to do this, it does cost a lot of money. And so we always require that we ask that our sponsors support us. And this year, major sponsor is USADF, for which I'm so thankful on behalf of all of us, the board, the Executive Leadership Council, our team, our supporters, our community. Really thank you for making that happen. USADF didn't just support you at 5K each, but also really supported ADN to curate the session and to make it possible. So thank you very much for that. I want to give special thanks to my team, especially Megan, for working this through, Caroline, Dan, and Deborah. And really thank you, Liz, for being also part of ADN in your own way, and many of you. So really thank you. Our community is growing. I would encourage you to be a part of it. I know Megan will be sharing with you some links. Just take it seriously and be a part of it. We never promise to do anything for you. Here is what we promise. We promise to create the ecosystem that is necessary for you to thrive. Don't really come back to me and say, I didn't get the money. Well, it wasn't really what I promised, what we promised to do. What we promised to do is to bring you together with those who are enablers who can support you to do what you need to do. But at the same time, it does require hard work and consistency and persistence. And I do know you all have it. So keep doing what you do best. I wanted to announce a couple of things, and they're very big, and I want you to stay patient with me because I'm very grateful. The Builders of Africa's Future, we have had now, this is the 4th session. So what we're going to do with the funding that we will be receiving from Conrad Hilton Foundation, that's going to join the USADF for 2022, we already have a promise from the Conrad Hilton Foundation to support us, not just only to do this connecting and giving awards, but also to really create a program of BAF that's fully fledged, that can really bring to connect you to the past, the present, and the future of BAFs. There are so many different programs that comes out of that. I'll share that with you, but please join me in thanking Conrad Hilton Foundation. They've been supporting us, but I think this is a much bigger, and we're very grateful for that announcement. I also wanted to say that, people think that Africa, we're 54, 55 countries, so we're very complex and sometimes really challenging to navigate. But here's what I know. We are capable when we are given the opportunity. All we're asking is for opportunity and to believe in us so that we can do the work with it. I believe in myself. I believe in my community. I really believe in the Africans who can make their life better. It's not just a handout, it's a hand up. And that's what I am very focused on. So let me just say this. You have inspired, the Builders of Africa's Future has inspired our community in Silicon Valley. And last year during the 2020 African Diaspora Investment Symposium, we got a request from Silicon Valley Community Foundation to create the Builders of America's Future. At the time, they were just saying, we need to create something like this also for Black Africans in the United States to be able to have access to resources, to training and all that. So I'll just tell you, almost a year forward, we have created a program called Builders of America's Future. We have a seed funding from Silicon Valley Community Foundation. We are very close to getting major funding from a local corporate Silicon Valley company, which we will announce soon. What that means is every year, in partnership with Santa Clara University School of Business, the Executive Center, our partners with Thane and Dennis and others, we will be training 20 Black-led organizations, they could be business and social entrepreneurs just like you, to enable them to get access to resources and funding. And I say this because the diaspora, as myself, the contemporary diaspora and the historical diaspora, the African Americans, in general, Blacks have less access to resources, especially to funding in the United States than others would. So what we're trying to do with that program is really change that, the narrative, but also change the trajectory that these individuals can be actually funded and support their own entity and support their community. What we hope to see, what we plan to do is converge these two, the builders of Africa's future and the builders of America's future, to partner and to collaborate and to co-create and co-imagine possibilities in the years to come. So I just wanted to announce these two things. I also wanted to allow everyone to ask questions when the time is right. But right now, I just wanted to tell you how grateful I am for Conrad Hilton Foundation, for the company that we will be announcing soon once the funding is come to run the Builders of America's Future. We have great board members that support us not only intellectually, financially, but also their time. We have our Executive Leadership Council, which you've seen today, Josephine and Michael, but we have about 7 of them. They do the work they do to make sure that we continue to do our work, but also to support you. The other thing is on February 17, the last session of Africa Diaspora Investment Symposium is a partnership with Facebook. They have funded us to do this, and they've been funding us for a while. We're very happy about that. It's on connectivity, innovation in payment in Africa. So we hope you join us. I know Megan is sharing with you the link. Please also be a part of ADN. Spread the word, not just for us to do what we need to do, but really for you guys to be supported. And for my Silicon Valley friends and investors, I am asking you to look into these wonderful, brilliant builders of Africa's future. Please reach out to us, and I do encourage you to invest in them. These are the people that you've been looking at when you're thinking about Africa. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. What we've done is we partnered with Stanford Seed, with MIT D-Lab, with the Siegel Family Foundation, who've been supporting us for a while. The Siegel Family Foundation, thank you for all that you do, and others. So continue to be a partner, and really just, this cannot be done by one person. It cannot be done by one organization. It's a complex thing. So we do need to all of us work together. So I'm very grateful to all of you. We do have now an opportunity for 20 minutes, about 20 minutes maybe, extra time with Builders of Africa's Future. Those of you who want to leave, you can leave. I'm going to stop the recording, but I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you to everyone.